Hey folks, I wanted to provide just a quick walkthrough for the 13.7 planning issue. As we kick off our refinement for 13.7 asynchronously in testing this time, so trying that out. Thank you, Ricky, for adding all the capacity and the note. This work is over the US holiday Thanksgiving and is getting close to US holiday Christmas or Christmas holiday. So we anticipate some reduced capacity on this milestone. Some of the key issues or top priority deliverables that I have called out here are pipeline tab with screenshot links for failed tests. All the backend work is done for this. It's a front-end only issue. This is a popular issue, the parent issue, where we're going to end up with this. And it helps internal customers with their work. This is a top priority for our quality team of getting this, so they don't have to hunt through screenshots when a screenshot is captured on a failed test. They can just see those directly in the pipeline. The next top deliverable is the test history MVC, providing that in the full unit report. This is a continuation of the feature that we're going to start in actually 13.6. I have the wrong milestone here, I'll fix that. Of taking that test history, the MVC for that, proving out that this is valuable data, and then we can build on that in later milestones. And then lastly, the front end or the customer facing features is graphing the average code coverage of all projects in a group. This is finishing delivery of that GitLab premium feature. That's going to drive an increase in our performance indicator. And this is a link out to the dashboards. You can take a look. So kind of following that theme on the performance indicator, we have 3 tracking issues, all of them around paid features, and all of them using usage ping. So that will get us both SaaS and self-managed. And it's really important for us to continue to track those and to keep building on this tracking so that we can see how we're doing, increase that performance indicator number, and also then track how new features are impacting that number over time. So when I looked this morning, issues requiring refinement, we only have 7 left. Awesome work so far. There's already a chunk that have a weight on them. Thank you so much. Specific backend things, I only see 2 that are labeled backend, moving the code quality comparison logic into the backend, and then creating the partial report as a pipeline artifact for use in the code quality MR widget. That's a change that we're making of where that gets created. And then the move code quality comparison logic also has a front end label on it. So Sam and Ricky, if you can take a look at those, I'd appreciate it. Some user experience work that's coming up. Vitica is going to be working on the design for adding a notice to the file header in the MR diff. This is our first step towards getting the code quality violations into the MR diff in line. So we're taking 1 step in, I think it'll be 13.8, of just adding a notice in the MR diff next to the file name, the code quality violations there. And then the user can click that and see the widget, same as they would on the MR. And then after that, we'll have actually inline violations. So that's being designed in 13.7. Some active research projects that we have going on. I'm still working on code category maturity scorecard. I anticipate that to probably bleed over into 13.7 a little bit or trickle over into 13.7, and the code quality job to be done research. I'll also be kicking off probably during 13.7, job to be done research for web browser performance testing, and another of our categories, probably usability. I can't remember off the top of my head. Problem validation, I'm still going back and forth on the code coverage reports. I think I just need to get that closed out, and no solution validation happening in this milestone. A couple of top bug fixes. We found out from a customer that the group code coverage report is only using the master branch name. So we should be using whatever their default branch name is instead of that hard-coded one so that they can get data in that downloaded report. And the code coverage on the project view, probably on the group view as well, always shows a hard-coded window of 3 months of data. We should actually have that reflect how much data there is, if possible. So debatable if that's a bug fix or an enhancement. And then finally, OKR alignment. Just want to talk through these real quick. So tracking paid features, that set of 3 things, this maps up to one of the Q4 product OKRs, 100% of the DevOps groups having a predicted paid GMAU with instrumentation, dashboards, and quarterly targets. So this helps us move forward with that. Test history MVC, that is going to help drive increase in stage monthly active users. This is a key feature for us in getting users converted over from other CI solutions to GitLab CI. Graphing the average code coverage, driving additional paid SMAL, so additional users within our stage who are using paid features. And finally, that pipeline tab, back to the increase in usage for the stage monthly active users. So we anticipate that this will help drive that, at least within our group, hopefully at the stage as well. So things to pay attention to. I just wanted to call out that there are 2 issues in this milestone that change the user interface on the unit test report. The unit test history and the pipeline tab. So let's just make sure we coordinate on those. Team, feel free to add more of things to pay attention to as you review the issues there. And then planning tasks, I can now check off, describe how the milestone aligns, and it's back to you. Thanks, folks.